Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. Today is August 31st, 2022. Holy cow, where's this year gone? If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping in, giving my channel a chance. My channel is all about crocheting, a little bit of knitting, yarn, because we all love yarn, yarning talk, talking about people in our yarning community. I'll check out some tutorials and give you an honest review. Check out blogs and give you an honest review. I am not sponsored anyway by anybody, and I don't intend to. I intend to be me. I don't edit videos. I don't do production. I don't add in pictures. This is what you get. I'm me. Returning subscribers, hi, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you spending some of your Wednesday with me. As it is WIP Wednesday, and I really only have one thing to show you. Most of my WIPs are either finished or I haven't touched them. I haven't touched my knitting, although I'm itching to do so. I haven't touched the real colorful wrap that I'm doing with, multiple stitches. That's kind of been sitting in a bag for the rest of this last week. But I did get my Nan's Next Knots. On Wednesday, she did draw another color, and my color this week was this dark gray. So, week one was this mustard yellow, then the olive, or like a hunter green, then black and gray, separated by the mushroom color. It's like a beigey gray. If you haven't heard about Nan's Next Knots and her luck of the draw, check out her channel. She unfortunately isn't feeling well this go around, so Trish at Mama Swift is doing the drawing. She's also started a Facebook page, so it's a fun little activity to get into. It's not too late. We're only 4 weeks in, so it's easy to catch up. You only have to do a couple of rows of each color. If you don't want to make up your own pattern, they do have a blanket that they do for this, that they even have a tutorial linked. I believe it's linked in one of no, I don't know if Mama Swift. Nan's Next Knots for sure has it. Mama Swift might have it. But I am doing my own little creation. I'm doing a really long wrap. It's longer than my wingspan. I started with, I think, 250 chains. And it's going to be just a throw over your shoulder when it's cold, going out to the mailbox. Obviously it's going to be bigger because we're going to do 20 weeks and this is only 4. But it's I started with a row of half double crochet, then I did an X in the window, and then a half double crochet again. But use your creativity. That's half the fun, the creativity of creating, the inspiration of creating. The Facebook page, if you join that, you'll get to see what everybody's doing. So this is a fun activity. If you haven't done it, jump on. It'll be fun. So that's kind of like an ongoing WIP, and I'll show you my progress on that. I don't know if I'll show it to you every week from now on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming up. We're getting ready to hit the holiday season, so I'll be doing some holiday crocheting. So I may or may not show that to you every week. We'll see. The other thing I wanted to show you today is that tomorrow, being September 1st, Rose at Rose Likes Crochet will start taking donations of hat and scarf sets. No individual hats, no individual scarves. She needs sets. Hats and gloves, hats and scarves, hats and cowls, stuff like that. Scooties. She said the scarves with the hoods are a good idea. So I have the things that I've made that I'm going to send to her ready. I want to get them in the mail next week sometime. Mail from here to from Florida to Illinois. Sometimes you can get it there in 3 days. Sometimes it's 3 weeks. It just all depends. I live pretty much out in the boonies, and my little post office isn't always totally reliable. So what I'm sending is this hat, and well, come on, let's do this scarf nice because it's pretty cute. This scarf was a Hooked by Robin scarf. The hat was a Tunisian crochet hat by Tony at TL Yarn Crafts. And this has a fringe, and this was Hirschner's vintage worsted weight yarn, and the little pom-pom. And that is number 1. Number 2 is this Tunisian hat that I got from Mikey at the Crochet Crowd, and a cowl. And these were Lion Brand Landscape Fusion in the color Washington Square. So that's item number 2 that's going to go. Number 3 is this hooded scarf. This was made with, I think it's Lion Brand, little bit or touch of everything, or a little bit of everything. And it's a yarn that is cotton, acrylic, alpaca, and wool. So it's squishy and warm and scratchy all at the same time. But I think since it's going up to Chicago where they have cold winters, you know, it'll be good. So it's got the hood, it's got the scarf, and it's got pockets all combined. So these Scooties are a good donation for this project. And then the last one I have is another pocket scarf. This doesn't have a hood. And this scarf, if you remember last week, one of my WIPs was a hooded scarf that I had saw on Crystal at Bag O'Day. Well, I had set it down, and I went to pick it up to start over again on it, and I was doing something wrong. I don't know what I was doing. I had started like 6 rows, and they were beautiful, and I set it down, and I thought, well, this is an easy pattern to remember. I can't screw this up. I picked it back up yesterday, and I got 10 or 12 rows into it, and I'm like, this doesn't even look remotely the same. What am I doing wrong? And I was angry, so I ripped out what I had done, and I started taking back stitches of what I had originally started with. Still couldn't figure it out. And I got mad. And I pulled it all out, and I started over. I am going back to that other tutorial that Crystal did, because I liked that hood and stuff that she had with hers. Hers was very oversized. But then I remembered watching a tutorial, and I can't remember who it was. It was a baby blanket back in the beginnings of my crochet trials here. And she was doing half double crochet in the back loop for one stitch, and then in the front loop for the next stitch, and alternated all the way up. And it gave the blanket this little bumpy texture. And I thought, with this thick yarn, that would be kind of cool. So that's what I did. I did, I think 10 rows of the half double crochet, one in the front loop, one in the back loop, all the way down. And then remembering Crystal's tutorial for hers, instead of the pockets coming in from the top, they come in from the side. So I think it's a little more convenient as a hand warmer. Not necessarily to put your phone in and your keys in, I don't think, because it's not really that deep, but it's enough of a hand warmer. Say if you're sitting at a football game or a baseball game, or, you know, soccer game in the spring or the fall, and you need something to keep your hands warm, this is the perfect. And this yarn is so thick and so squishy. So then in the same pattern, I made a little ear warmer. So, and I made it using the Premier Serenity Chunky, and it took one skein with a little left over to make this scarf and this ear warmer. And Serenity Chunky is easily picked up at Walmart, and I think it's maybe $6 or $7 for 328 yards of a number 5 bulky. This color is called After Dark, but it's very much a green, a very hunterish green. So for a charity project, for $7 for a hat and a scarf, you know, a ear warmer and a scarf, this is a perfect little thing. And like I said, I only did 10 rows, so it's about an 8-inch wide scarf with 6-inch pockets. And I think it'll be nice and warm for somebody who needs a little warmth when they're either standing at the bus stop or, you know, whenever you have to be outside and you don't really want to. Why we moved out of Indiana. I can't, oh, nope, don't want to be cold anymore. So those are the things that I'll be sending to Rose. If you are interested, Rose does have a list of things that she's looking for, and every month it's different. September is the month for hat and scarf sets, or hat and cowl sets, or hat and glove sets. But there are specific, so don't just send anything. Check out Rose's site and know exactly what they're looking for if you can, you know, donate something to Rose. If not, check out your local community. I'm sure there are plenty of opportunities, homeless shelters, food pantries, churches, you know, community organization, boys and girls clubs. I'm sure there's somebody that if you are really interested in sending a donation and don't want to mail it, I'm sure there's something in your local community that would be thrilled to get something homemade and made with love. Because, you know, with every stitch, it's a labor of love. So if you could, you know, check out, you know, either Rose at Rose Like Crochet or in your local community and see what you can donate. The other thing I wanted to show you was I don't know how to explain this, but it's a fail, but it's really not. If you remember last Sunday or last Wednesday, I was showing you a Tunisian wrap that I was doing, and it was a wrap from Tony at TL Yarns Crafts. Well, I finished that wrap. It's blacked and it's drying now, and I'll show you the finished project on Sunday. And I thought it needs a hat to go with it. So I thought, I can do a hat without a pattern. I can do this. It's no big deal, right? It's a big deal. Don't get me wrong. The hat came out good. This was a successful failure. The hat came out really cute. And I did it in the same stitch pattern as the wrap. So, well, minus the ribbing. So I did 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 knit all the way around for 4 rows. Then I did 10 rows of the simple stitch in the darkest taupe color. Then in the marled color way, I did 10 rows of the honeycomb. Then I did in the buff beige color, I did 5 rows of the honeycomb. And then from there, I did 5 more rows of the simple stitch, but did decreases on the side. Then I sewed it up, cinched up the middle, put on the pom-pom. I didn't realize that there is 0 give in Tunisian crochet. This hat will not fit an adult. Not even a little bit. So yeah, it has no stretch, and I didn't know that. And I was thinking that it was going to stretch, so I only started with like a 19.5-inch circumference. It will fit a child. It's too big for a toddler, but it'll fit a child. So I really love how the hat turned out, and I love the color. And the yarn I used is a Premier anti-pilling bobbin. The colorway is called Oyster. And each bobbin comes with the dark color, the light color, and then the mixed marled of both colors. And I do have plenty left over. I am going to make an adult size hat in this same pattern to match the scarf, because I think this turned out really cool. But I didn't realize that Tunisian had 0 stretch. It's not like knit, other than looking like knit. And it's not even, sorry, my hair. It's not even like crochet, because even crochet has a little bit of give to it. Nope, this has 0 give. So this is, you know, a cute little hat that'll probably go to my granddaughter, Charlotte. She might be able to wear it. She's going to be 4. If not, I don't know what I'll do with it. My daughter probably knows somebody who could use a cute little hat. So that was my successful failure. I seem to be having a lot of successful failures. I think the ideas in my head are good until I put them into practice, and then they come up and it's like, well, crap, that didn't work, but it did work. So it's not an adult hat, it's a child's hat. So I just have to adjust my thinking and make it a little bit bigger. But again, this is a learning journey. I'm not that experienced of a crocheter. I've been crocheting. I mean, the first time I picked up a hook, I was probably 10 or 12 years old, and spent the summer engulfed in crocheting, and then kind of let it go. And then back in my 20s, I picked it up and I did a couple of Christmas presents and then let it go because life got in the way with kids and whatever. And then here I am, you know, now in my, and I've picked it up again. Sorry, there's something in my hair. And so I've been seriously crocheting for probably going on 2 years now. I'm learning a lot. Like I said, I had no idea Tunisian crochet even existed until about January, when Jada came out with her project. And I didn't know that it doesn't stretch, but you learn, and it's exciting. And, you know, to be at my age, and my birthday is Saturday, to learn something new almost every day is still exciting to me. So, yeah, I consider this a successful failure. I learned a lot from this. It's a cute hat, and I'm going to make one that is going to be the right project, and it's going to match that. So we're going to get that. We're doing well. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. I hope your Wednesday goes great. I hope the rest of your week goes well and you stay creative. And until next time, maybe hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and be kind to everyone.